Hello, my name is Matthew Axtman, and I will be doing the range of motion assessment for ankle plantar flexion. As you can see, I have my partner seated here with his legs dangling off the table. For this range of motion assessment, we're going to be looking at the ankle. Our axis of rotation is going to be the lateral malleolus. Our stationary arm is going to be the fibula, using the fibular head for reference. And then the mobile arm is going to be aligned with the fifth metatarsal. And so normal range of motion for this is 45 degrees. So I will passively move him through it, and then I'll have him perform plantar flexion. Bring your foot down. And I'll move it up again, and go back down. Now if I had a goniometer, that looked roughly normal with a normal range of motion of 45 degrees. Hello, my name is Matthew Axtman, and this is the range of motion assessment for glenohumeral abduction. In order to do this test, I have my partner laying supine, his arms in a neutral position, and the axis of rotation for this test, if I were using a goniometer, would be the anterior aspect of the acromion. The stationary arm would be parallel to the thorax, and then the mobile arm is along with the midline of the humerus. And so normal range of motion for this is 180 degrees. And now I'll instruct my partner to perform glenohumeral abduction. And I'll bring it back down. If I had a goniometer, I would know for sure, but that looked like normal range of motion with 180 degrees. Hello, my name is Matthew Axtman. The last range of motion assessment that I will be doing today is thoracolumbar side bending. And I've instructed my partner to stand here with his arms at hip width laying at his side, and I will make a mark on his thigh where his finger starts, and I'll instruct him to side bend without going into trunk flexion, and we will measure his range of motion by measuring the distance between the marks. Normal range of motion for this is 21 centimeters. So middle finger is. Now if you could side bend this way without performing trunk flexion. Okay, now I will measure. You can relax. His range of motion is 15 centimeters. That is not normal range of motion. Hello, my name is Matthew Axtman, and for the first manual muscle test, we will be doing the manual muscle test for the soleus. The soleus performs ankle plantar flexion in the sagittal plane, and it originates at the fibula and medial tibia, and it inserts at the calcaneus. To do this test, I have instructed my partner to perform ankle plantar flexion with his knees bent as many times as he can, doing full heel raises, and we will determine his grade based on how many he can do. Okay, so he has done 30 plus, which earns him a grade of a 5 because he did more than 25. Hello, my name is Matthew Axtman. I will be doing the manual muscle test today for the extensor digitorum muscle on my partner's right hand. The extensor digitorum muscle originates at the lateral epicondyle of the humerus, and it inserts at the middle and distal phalanx of digits 2 to 5. To perform this test, I will be stabilizing at the wrist and applying pressure down at each digit 2 to 5, and I will be instructing him to perform extension. Okay. So for most of the digits except digits 3, he was able to do the full range of motion with my resistance, including gravity, and because of that, most of the digits are going to get a 5 except for digit 3, because digit 3 could not complete the full range of motion. Hello, my name is Matthew Axtman, and for the last manual muscle test, I will be doing the test for lumbar trunk extension, and this action is carried out in the sagittal plane by the erector spinae group of the iliocostalis, the longissimus, and the spinalis. The iliocostalis originates at the lumbar vertebrae, the iliac crest, and the sacrum, and the longissimus originates at the transverse process and inserts superiorly on the same transverse process. The spinalis originates at the spinous process and inserts again superiorly on the same spinous process. The iliocostalis inserts at the ribs, and all of this group perform extension in the spine. And for this test, I've instructed my partner to lay prone. I will be applying pressure downward on his ankles while he attempts to perform lumbar trunk extension, and I have instructed him to hold it for 5 seconds, and his grade will be based on that. One, two, three, 4, 5. Because he did not show fatigue and was able to hold it for 5 seconds, he will get a grade of a 5. Yeah.